Used to be a dope boy riding back of the cab ride right around the time Duke beat the Fab Five. He was doing it for a long time. What up, though? It's Jalen Rose, and I'm about to break down some bars on Between the Lines. I've been following this hip-hop thing since Kool Herc was throwing parties. The first time I remember probably getting mentioned, I went to KMEL Summer Jam. That was the first time as a member of the Fab Five, just kind of being able to travel and realize how much people appreciated how we put on for the culture and how much energy we were giving them. Yet these were the artists we were listening to going to the game. All right, here we go. I know y'all like it, let's get to it. Wasted by Lil Wayne. Big shout, Weezy. I appreciate the love. I know I'll see you at the arena soon. We ball, ninja, like Jalen Rose. Better tell them, I got a million flows. That's love. Really, I might shed a tear. That's love. All athletes want to be artists. All artists want to be athletes. But the common denominator is everybody feel like they balling out. For him to be elite in his craft and to shout me out saying he doing what I'm doing in my craft, that's love. And he's a huge basketball fan. I'll never forget, I was playing a game at New Orleans. I was a member of the Bulls. The coach at the time, Bill Cartwright, benched Jamal Crawford and I. But we were the two best players on the team, so it didn't make sense. I'm like, you gonna bench me? And Wayne at the game? I'm like, it's on. They put me in, you could pull it up. I think I had probably like 25 in like 20 minutes. Made sure I gave him some dap on the sideline when I got an and one. So shout out to Weezy, I appreciate the love. Practice, Action Bronson. Dog, I lay with Yo's. I smoke butter, the same color as Jalen Rose. First off, Action Bronson got bars. I appreciate how he's shown himself to have staying power in the game. Because when he first came out, people was trying to see if he was gonna have what it takes to hold his own. Then Action Bronson came out here and hit him with bars like this. So I appreciate the love. Gangsta, gangsta, tell me how you do it. It's my brother Chris Webber. My fellas, you can't forget us. Fetus for lettuce. From the home of Jay Rose and Jerome Bettis. You can't tell Detroiters that we didn't discover America. There's so many battles and so much turbulence and trials and tribulations that we know that you need to overcome to survive and let alone be successful in the 313-248-734, however you want to term it. When somebody from our hometown shouts you out and says they're basically representing the hometown that you hold down, that's just love. It really is, and I'm grateful for these bars. The intro about nothing, Wale, the DMV. That's my dog, too. On top is lonely, so keep your homies right by your side. And if life is short, then we'll be the shorts of the Fab Five. Bars! Don't do them like that, Wale. Because we have this idea sometimes, especially in the inner city, live fast and die young. So I like how he created the metaphor basically and he compared it to shorts. And nobody rocks shorts dope and long like the Fab Five. I ain't saying that we the first to do it. Michael Jackson wasn't the first person to moonwalk, but he popularized it. It's just how the game works. The Ghost, the Phantom, Styles P, my brother, Exotic-ish. Used to be a dope boy riding back of the cab ride right around the time Duke beat the Fab Five. He was doing it for a long time. He basically acknowledged the time that he remembered. That's what makes this dope. It's like all of the things that was happening in April in his life of 1992, he remembered that. And he remembered what he was doing at that time. So for him to tie it into his bars, the biggest compliment the artist can pay to you is to shout you out or put you in their bars. So it's love, Styles. I appreciate you, family. Albino Gorillas. Esoteric. I can't chill. Never rather stand still. I'll have you saying uncle, like Jalen Rose to Grant Hill. That's powerful. And by the way, Grant is my brother. You know something's a good documentary when somebody is speaking 20 years later about something, but people take what you say like it was present time, which it wasn't. I was discussing in the documentary how we felt about players at other schools, in particular that one, and some of the things that we felt and or said that we weren't so very proud of. That was one of them. As I started to get older, I realized Grant Hill had the childhood that I wanted. I didn't want to grow up in the hood. I didn't want to be poor. I had a father that was a professional athlete too, except he lived with his. I never met mine. I wanted what he had. I just didn't realize it then. So it's all love. But these bars are. This one is What They Want by Russ. Come correct when you approach me. I can size you up, taking all the shots like Kobe, almost 81. Ooh. And Kobe's really good at basketball. One of the all-time greats. And I was standing there up close and personal on the team that saw him get that 81. And what I want to teach all of you young people out there, that ooh and I, every time y'all see a crossover and y'all fall out of the stands and y'all don't even pay attention to the person and whether they made or missed a shot, go back and watch that game again. He didn't celebrate once. He didn't taunt once. He was that locked in to putting the smack down like a grown man. He stayed focused. He stayed disciplined. Because you know what happens when you taunt, when you have 41? You don't get 51. You don't get 61. You got him double, quadruple teaming. You got him wanting to hurt you. I want people to take that from him. His discipline, his focus, and definitely the second highest scoring game in the history of the NBA. He put the smack down, and I got a chance to see it up close and personal. Your ABCs by Lil Romeo. I was watching the Hawks in Indiana when Jalen Rose had 6 J's on Atlanta. I did. That was my career high in threes. My daughter, at a young age, just moved to Atlanta with her mom. Front row tickets. I'm like, I got a ball today. B-ball, Master P. Jalen Rose rolling with Reggie Miller, Malone, and Stockton. 2 thrillers. So let me tell you what's dope about that. 3 of those guys are in the Hall of Fame. One of them ain't. But I bet you, I'm the only one that got a chance to break bread with Master P at his house. I bet you that. Thank you, hip hop culture. Appreciate you, Colonel. Last but not least, It Was a Good Day by Ice Cube. Get me on the court and I'm troubled. Last week, messed around and got a triple-double. Freaking ninjas anyway, like MJ. I can't believe today was a good day. Basically what that means is he doing it all. And I like that he was like, the Lakers beat the Supersonics. I like how he dropped that in there. He was representing his squad. And unfortunately for Seattle, they don't have a team. The great people of Seattle deserve a squad. I cannot, will not, am not try to pick out a favorite. There were so many people that showed me love to be in their videos, to be in their movies, to shout me out in their records. Okay, I can't pick the best shout out. I'll just say, I appreciate the love and I'm forever grateful. For those that don't know, I remember a period of time being in LA, having a spot in Santa Monica, not only playing basketball with Master P, and by the way, I beat him for $20,000 in jump shots. I still want my No Limit gear or whatever gear you selling because you're such an entrepreneur. Send me some of them noodles. I need some of them noodles, P.